For all your environmental solutions, hazmat management and solid waste and recycling magazines, the Canadian publications that supply industry and municipal managers with all the environmental information necessary to stay on top of this rapidly evolving industry.
We find ourselves in Kingston, Ontario. The reason being, Kingston is laying claim to be Canada's most sustainable city. We've been in Kingston before with Queen's University, St. Lawrence College, a lot of offices for the Ministry of Environment. Kingston is definitely one of the more environmentally conscious cities in this country. The Kingston Sustainability Centre is actually a storefront dedicated to promoting businesses and lifestyle choices that promote sustainable living. Randy Clough is the gentleman that actually spearheaded the launch of the Kingston Sustainability Centre, and John Gerritsen, the Minister of Environment, is here to actually cut the ribbon and officially open the doors today.
Sustainability to me primarily means, we have to use the resources that are out there that we need for our living today without taking from the future. And for too long, we as a society, and we've benefited from it as well, over the last 200 years, have simply taken way too much from the natural resources that have been given. The burning of the fossil fuels that have created our climate change issues of today are real, and if we don't start doing something about it, at both the international level, but also at the local level, the kind of society that the older folks in the crowd have known over the last 50 years or so simply will not be there for the generations to come. The new Green Energy Act is about one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring renewable energy projects, whether we're talking about wind power, sun power, solar power, biomass or biogas, on stream. And you know why we want to do that? Because they don't burn fossil fuels. We simply have to wean ourselves off the burning of fossil fuels.
We got a collaborative opportunity here, and there has been a couple of real key folks and organizations and businesses that have stepped up to help us here. One is Brown's Fine Foods, and specifically Philip Brown, the president and CEO. And certainly without his kind and generous support in offering this piece of real estate to us, we wouldn't be standing here today. So certainly thank you, Philip. I think the schools themselves as well, St. Lawrence College, the Limestone District School Board, and the Algonquin District School Board have been fabulous in terms of engaging with us, integrating, look at opportunities that we provide in terms of their youth and their students being here, putting things into the curriculum, and really being our true partners. So we certainly want to thank them as well. Tremendous amount of energy around a lot of the not-profits in the area as well. Certainly, we have a wonderful sponsor here in renewable energy that delivers renewable energy solutions. Companies like Western Landscaping, very much focused on our landscape environment and how we can make that more in tune with our natural processes of the environment. Certainly Utilities Kingston, another wonderful partner and sponsor. So the community has really embraced us, and they've really seen the power that we can deliver by engaging youth to be the agents of social change.
The Kingston Sustainability Centre, as Randy had mentioned earlier, is about youth leadership and about empowering youth to affect change in our communities so that we live with more environmental consciousness and more environmental awareness. Dan, who is the manager of the Kingston Sustainability Centre, has a very unique education, and in speaking with Dan, I thought that the viewers here might be interested to hear where he's been educated and how that transpires. Dan, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Tell us a little bit about how I guess your background differs from those graduated from Queen's or other universities in Canada.
Yeah, it's a bit different. Actually, I started off, I went to Royal Roads University in Victoria, British Columbia. I did a Bachelor of Commerce in Entrepreneurial Management. From there, I learned about what business and sustainability means, right? And I also had a link to a Swedish university. At that point, I went to Sweden to Blecking Institute of Technology and did a master's in strategic leadership towards sustainability. I mean, really the big picture of what's going on. And there are some things we just can't do. So many things in nature are cyclical, and what we've developed in a lot of ways is a linear thought, right? And when it comes down to it, there's some things we just can't do in the ecosystem. So from that point, I studied in Sweden with 17 different nationalities, points from all over the world. One of my best friends, one of my roommates is Chinese. I mean, so you get a different perspective from different problems from different countries, right? So you learn a lot, not just from the program itself, but interacting with different people from around the world.
So it's almost a global approach to sustainability that they teach in Sweden.
For sure, and I mean, well, this institute anyways, right? When it comes down to it, it's not just Canada, it's not just China, it's not pointing fingers. I mean, we come to a point with population and resource declining that we actually have to work together on this.
This program is brought to you in part by RBC.